Chapter 69. Human. Yi-Tian. Cultivation talent, extraordinary. Speed talent, top. Knife talent, advanced. Shadow talent, elementary. Healing talent, top. Strength talents, high. Endurance talents, medium. Defense talent, medium. Yi-Tian looked at the only transcendental level cultivation talent, filled with excitement. With the transcendental level cultivation talent, I can soon become a grandmaster. And the chance of becoming a king level is not 100%, but the 80% chance is already very large. As long as I'm not extremely unlucky, I can basically become a king level, or even a more powerful existence than the king level. Yi-Tian muttered. Immediately, he went to the brook and washed himself. That's when he had time to check his contact watch. He saw that there were 2 red dots on it, which should be the location of him and Yu Ling. At this time, another red dot was slowly approaching. This immobile red dot represents me, and the other red dot represents Yu Ling. Yu Ling is running towards me, so I should also move, otherwise I can't say that I haven't moved all this time. So, Yi-Tian set off. Along the way, Yi-Tian didn't dare to run too fast and always paid attention to the surrounding environment. He knows too little about the secret realm. He only knows that there are many treasures in this secret realm, such as medicinal materials that are very old, even more than 100 years and thousands of years old. The medicinal materials on Earth are basically less than 100 years old, because the Earth has changed for only 100 years, and only in this 100 years has the vitality of heaven and earth been generated, and many medicinal materials are bred and easy to grow. As for the 1,000-year-old medicinal materials, they can be traced back to ancient times. Such medicinal materials are too rare on the Earth, and the difficulty of finding them is no less than fighting with a king-level fierce beast. But in the secret realm, medicinal materials that are hundreds of years and thousands of years old are not said to be everywhere, but they are also easy to find. No, not long after he started running, Yi-Tian sensed an item with a strong vitality. There it is. Yi-Tian trotted over and dug on the ground for a while. Soon, a ginseng was dug up by him. 100-year-old ginseng. Yi-Tian put it away very happily. You must know that in the Demon Sea base, such a century-old ginseng is worth a lot of money, and it can be sold for 50 million yuan. Although he still has hundreds of millions of savings, these funds are not enough at all. The higher his cultivation, the more funds he needs to spend, and hundreds of millions of funds cannot last long in his cultivation. Now, just after entering the secret realm, there's such a harvest. It's conceivable that over time, he will gain even more. No wonder those martial artists of the Yu family have such a big opinion of me. If such a quota was sold, someone would buy it for billions, but Yu Ling gave me this precious quota. Yi-Tian sighed. He had already decided to try his best to protect Yu Ling in this secret realm. He kept moving. Along the way, Yi-Tian occasionally happened upon some good things. As long as it was worth more than 1 million yuan, he collected it. The only pity is that he didn't ask for a storage bag, so the burden on his body quickly bulged. A few hours passed. Yi-Tian took a look. He and Yu Ling were about to get closer. That's when it happened. A fierce beast appeared in front of Yi-Tian. Species: Blood Tiger Beast. Bloodline talent: high. Blood Burning talent: elementary. The Blood Tiger Beast, the size of a calf, stared at Yi-Tian fiercely and immediately attacked. Yi-Tian had seen several such fierce beasts along the way. These Blood Tiger Beasts are all high-level fierce beasts, but they are more difficult than ordinary high-level fierce beasts, because they can burn blood, and even burn the power of blood, bursting out several times the attack power in an instant. If a Blood Tiger Beast is desperate, it is enough to kill a great martial artist in the middle stage, and even severely damage the late stage of the great martial artist, but at the cost of the Blood Tiger Beast itself being useless. Seeing the Blood Tiger Beast rushing towards him, Yi-Tian slashed over. Poof! The entire Blood Tiger was cut in half by the sword, and it was so dead that it couldn't die anymore. The blood of the fierce beast of the Blood Tiger Beast was worth a little money, but Yi-Tian had no time to collect it, and he couldn't carry it at all, because he brought a kettle with him when he entered the secret realm this time. Passing past the corpse of the Blood Tiger Beast, Yi-Tian ran quickly in the direction of Yu Ling. 1 minute later, Yi-Tian finally saw Yu Ling, but the other party's state was a little bad. Her injuries were not light, and her face was also pale. She was still fighting with a group of fierce beasts at this time. These fierce beasts were also blood tiger beasts, and obviously this area should be the territory of blood tiger beasts. 13 blood tiger beasts. Yi Tian counted. If you add the dead blood tiger beasts, the total number reached 20. I have to say that Yu Ling was a little unlucky. She encountered so many blood tiger beasts at once. How could Yu Ling be injured? These blood tiger beasts shouldn't be able to help Yu Ling. Yu Ling has a second-class speed talent, which can increase her speed by 2 times. If she wants to escape, the blood tiger beast can't stop it. Yi Tian felt a little strange. At this moment, Yu Ling unleashed a powerful sword technique. 10 directions sword blade. The dense sword light swept across a radius of dozens of meters, and one by one, the blood tigers were torn apart by the sword light and fell in a pool of blood. Such a powerful sword technique. It should also be a bronze-level sword skill, but it's even more powerful than the Qingfeng slash. Yi Tian estimated it. He had long known that among the bronze-level sword skills, Qingfeng slash was not a very good sword skill, and some consummation-level bronze-level sword skills could even increase the attack power by 7 times. But that kind of bronze-level sword skill was very rare, and the price was very expensive, and it was impossible to buy it without a billion-level price. However, the Yu family is a big family in the Demon Sea base, and it's not difficult for Yu Ling to learn a bronze-level sword technique with a similar effect. After a single move of the 10 directions sword blade, the blood tiger beast was almost completely killed and injured, and only a few remained. At this time, Yi Tian appeared and killed those blood tiger beasts in an instant. Yu Ling, how could you be injured? These blood tiger beasts shouldn't be able to hurt you. Yi Tian asked. Unlucky. I met a powerful high-level fierce beast. The other party has a special talent. If I didn't have a second-class speed talent, I'm afraid I would have died. Yu Ling's heart palpitated. Soon, Yi Tian learned the origin of the fierce beast from Yu Ling's mouth. It was a fierce beast with a talent for pupil arts, and its origin was unknown, but the third eye in the center of its eyebrows could emit black light, and Yu Ling's defense was easily penetrated by the other party. If it wasn't for her speed in running away, she would have had to fall and die. Hitomi talent. Yi Tian was very interested, but unfortunately it was a little difficult to find that fierce beast now. Who knew where the other party had gone? You rest and heal. I'll protect the Dharma for you. Yi Tian proposed. Yu Ling was not polite. She immediately sat cross-legged, took out a high-grade healing liquid from her storage bag, and began to heal after drinking it. Half an hour later, Yu Ling recovered. Just as the two were about to leave, there was an eerie light in the sky. This light shone all around, and it was also transmitted to Yi Tian's side. That's the light emitted from inside the space crack. The source of the light is the space crack. From the distance, we are not very far from the space crack. Our luck is good. Yu Ling rejoiced. If you're unlucky, and too far from the spatial rift, you might have to spend half the time on the road, and you won't be able to get much benefit in the rest of the time. Chapter 70. Knowing the location of the spatial rift, Yi Tian and Yu Ling weren't worried. Yu Ling, where are we going next? Yi Tian asked. He doesn't know where to go, so he can't run around aimlessly. That wouldn't lead to a big gain. This secret realm can only be entered once every 10 years, so if he doesn't acquire enough good things, wouldn't it be a wasted trip? Yu Ling stared at Yi Tian and said seriously, Yi Tian, there are some things I haven't told you. Do you know what the most precious treasure in this secret realm is? I don't know. Yi Tian shook his head. Yu Ling said solemnly, it's a treasure that can improve your talent and a vitality stone. There's a vitality stone here? Yi Tian was surprised. Yes, and there are quite a few. It's said that there are Yuan Qi stone veins in the secret realm. Every time a Yuan Qi stone vein is found, it will cause many people to fight. For example, 10 years ago, a Yuan Qi stone vein was discovered. More than 100 great martial artists fought, and finally most of the Yuan Qi stone was taken away by the Yun family. According to statistics, there were 10,000 Yuan Qi stones produced by that Yuan Qi stone vein. Yu Ling said, 10,000 yuan, so much. Yi Tian knew how expensive 10,000 Yuan Qi stones were. Even one Yuan Qi stone couldn't be bought. If someone wanted to sell a Yuan Qi stone, it might not be possible to buy it for $1 billion. In other words, Yi Tian's entire net worth isn't worth one Yuan Qi stone. Are we going to snatch the vitality stone? Yi Tian was looking forward to it. No, the vitality stone vein is hard to find, and we don't know where it is. My goal is a treasure that can improve talent. If I can find a treasure that can raise cultivation talent to the transcendent level, then that will be the real prize. Yu Ling, who was excited, sighed again. It's a pity that in the past 100 years, a treasure that can truly help a martial artist improve to transcendent level cultivation talent has only appeared once. Such a treasure is too rare. Yi Tian also nodded, agreeing with Yu Ling's words. If treasures that can upgrade to transcendental level cultivation talent were easy to obtain, then transcendental level cultivation talent wouldn't be so rare. At this time, Yu Ling said something that made Yi Tian even more excited. Although I don't know where there's a treasure that can help a martial artist raise his cultivation talent to the transcendent level, I do know a treasure that can help a martial artist raise his cultivation talent to the top level, and such a treasure is worth no less than 10 billion. After Yu Ling finished speaking, she looked at Yi Tian. Yi Tian, there's more than one such treasure. It was discovered by my father 20 years ago, but his strength wasn't enough, and he couldn't defeat the fierce beast that guards the treasure, so there has been no way to get it. And this secret, my father did not share with the Yu family. But this time, my father told me. Also, my father left a censer there, and I was able to find it. But my strength isn't enough. I need your help. I can promise you half of the harvest. How does that sound? What is the strength of the beast, and what is the treasure? Yi Tian asked 2 questions in a row. Yu Ling introduced, there's only one fierce beast. It's a 1-meter-long black wolf, very small, but its strength is terrifying. The key is that the black wolf has a very terrifying ability. It has spatial talent teleportation. Being able to teleport indicates that the opponent's spatial talent has reached a medium level. Teleportation? Medium? Is it possible that there are different abilities at each level of spatial talent? Yi Tian was curious. Yu Ling explained, the Demon Sea base also has spatial talent martial artists. According to those spatial talent martial artists, the weak spatial talent has the ability to perceive space, that is, to use the space talent to penetrate the space to perceive the surrounding situation. This kind of detection ability is more powerful than spiritual power for detection, and it is very secretive, not easy to find. And this ability is also necessary to make storage bags, and our ability to establish a sense with storage bags is given by the second-class spatial talent. Of course, the person who made the storage bag will erase the induction, otherwise we will not be able to admit it. And the primary spatial talent is even more amazing. The owner of this level of spatial talent can create a small carry-on space, which is much more convenient than a storage bag. And the medium space talent, as I told you earlier, is teleportation. What about the higher spatial talents? Yi Tian saw that Yu Ling didn't say anything, so he asked curiously. At this time, Yu Ling's face changed drastically and she said, the Demon Sea Great Base does not have high-level spatial talents, but they exist among fierce beasts. Yi Tian, if you encounter a fierce beast with high-level spatial talent in the future, try your best to escape. Such a fierce beast is terrifying to the extreme, and it is difficult for warriors to fight. I'll only tell you one thing. A king was killed in one instant by a top-level fierce beast with a high-level spatial talent. And the ability of a high-level spatial talent is the spatial blade, and the king level cannot stop the power of the spatial blade. And all the fierce beasts with high-level spatial talent are too fast. They can teleport over long distances, and it is difficult for even a king level to escape. Hiss! Yi Tian gasped. This high-level spatial talent is undoubtedly too perverted. It's simply ignoring the realm. Space talent and time talent are worthy of being the 2 supreme talents. It is rumored that time talent is more terrifying than space talent. I don't know what ability it has. Yi Tian was curious, but Yu Ling also didn't know about the talent of time, because there were no martial artists with talent for time in the entire Demon Sea Great Base, and she had never heard of a fierce beast with talent for time. Maybe someone saw it, but didn't come back alive, so naturally the news didn't spread. Yi Tian, the treasure guarded by the Black Wolf is the heavenly soul flower in the heavenly treasure of heaven and earth. When my father saw it, there were 8 heavenly soul flowers, and the Black Wolf should not eat the heavenly soul flower, because the heavenly soul flower is of little use to it. The heavenly soul flower is mainly useful for cultivation talents and bloodline talents, and there is no way to improve spatial talents. It is guarded only because it is its lair. Besides, the black wolf is only able to teleport and does not have the ability of the space blade. We still have hope. I heard that your sister is only a medium cultivation talent. If she gets the heavenly soul flower, your sister can also become a top cultivation talent. Yu Ling tempted. Yu Ling, there's no need to say this, I'll just promise. Yi Tian said with a smile. In fact, he was extremely excited in his heart. What he was excited about was not the heavenly soul flower, but the medium space talent of that black wolf. This is much more awesome than the primary space talent of the Yunhe King, and it also has an additional teleportation ability. Although his replication ability is still cooling down, if he kills the black wolf and takes away its body, he can copy the black wolf's spatial talent when the replication time cooldown is over. Space talent and heavenly soul flower, double benefits. If he doesn't go, he'd be stupid. Really? Then let's go, but I can only watch the battle from the sidelines. After all, I'm not the opponent of that black wolf, and I can't even contain it. Yu Ling blushed. Don't worry, leave it to me, Black Wolf. Yi Tian assured,